salt, you know what I mean?
We got the Denali in here finally. It actually fits somewhat surprisingly. Hoosier, say hi, Hoosier. Say what's up? But got a random misfire code before we pull this motor out. I want to make sure this motor is good. I don't want to go putting this motor in another truck, and we never knew, you know, if it had an issue for sure. A misfire was something with this, or if it was in the motor or what. So, I mean, the motor's gonna come apart, but I'd still like to know for sure, you know, the health of it beforehand. I hate getting motors that someone says it ran, and then you end up having a, you know, spun bearing in the bottom end. The plan is I'm gonna go ahead and put plugs in this, see if it fixes the random misfire. Then I'm gonna start pulling it apart. I'm gonna go ahead and unbolt it from the tranny. I've got this is 4L65E. I've got a 60 converter. I got one from the Trans Am that I had, and I got another one that I'd gotten at one point somewhere. I don't know what it is, but plan is probably gonna put all the truck accessories on this and put this motor in there and go ahead and do a forward facing turbo kit on it, and just make it out of some cast manifolds and shit I got laying around, and go ahead and just boost it while it's sitting here. I mean, it's already in here. I'm waiting on parts for the C10. I'm waiting on him to actually start ordering stuff, so I might as well put it back together. That way it's running, driving, so when I get the title from it, we've got something we can go pick up, you know, another motor for the S10, a motor for the Volvo, all that good stuff. Pull these plugs out, take a look at them, see what they look like, pull all this bullshit plastic off and whatnot. Pull these down, these 30 million 8mm off. And I know exactly what's gonna happen. These little plastic joints are gonna break off like always. As I'm going through, I noticed a couple plug wires, you know, no bueno, but literally good to like just pull it off the coil. When I pull it, like it just crumbling, just falling apart. Still got to carry on. Rev it up a little bit. Rev it up some more. Number 1, number 5, number 8. Took an old fitting, where it broke flush, I just drilled straight down through to the port basically, and then I just tapped the body for an 1/8 inch MPT, and then ran an extension, and then ran a 90-degree 1/8 inch to this, you know, the 4AN, you know, line feed. Then this oil pressure line feeds, or, you know, threads into that, and then which goes into oil sending unit. So it should give us an idea of mechanical oil pressure, and we should be able to know if this thing is worth 2 cents or not. Oh yeah. Say hi. Say hi. High five. Sit. Sit. Hold on. Sit. 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 Sparkle. Come here. Man, you're gonna make me look dumb. Come here. Sit pretty. Sit. Sit. You want a biscuit? I got a biscuit over here, bro. You wanna sit now? Sit. Sit. High five. Good boy. As soon as, before I even started the truck and I started the log first, 4 and 5 had like 14,000 on the count. And it was, those were the main two just steady missing. There was a small little bit amount on number 3. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a compression check. I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling these plugs back out and go ahead and compression test this thing and see where we're at. And then I'll come back through and we'll see what kind of numbers we got going on. So it's time to do a compression test on this old girl. So basically I just went in here, found the crank fuse. Go to that 10. Excuse the damn mess of all the bundles of wires. I got my power probe out. Take your power probe and bypass. I just got the key on. Oh, 110 is what we got. Alright, number 3. Alright, here's number. Here's number 2. They're all not far off, honestly, compared to, I did the S10 one time and they were 135, 140-ish, but I expected them to be low because it's got a decent cam in it. I figure the overlap and whatnot. Yeah, about 130. So they're all relatively close, all within, you know, percent of each other. A very low percent because they're all basically all 130. Write this last one down, 30. So compression's good. Let's power probe up. I think on that note though, I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta work the next 3 days in a row, 12.25 hours. So I'm gonna be not gonna be out here. So all right, so I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try to see all fucking 8 of them almost. I can kinda see all 8 of them like that. I can. Do I need to be zoomed in? Yeah, just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna try and find a way to mount this up here and sit this up. So I turn the key on to see if it sprays or not. But I don't feel like I'll be able to. I don't think to get it quite how I want it. I don't even think I'm gonna get it close to how I want it. I don't want to spray the fucking phone, but just in case it does spray when I kick the key on. I don't know. Okay, so I just primed the pump, I didn't hit the key. So now we will hit the key. Not the key, but the starter switch. Oh, it just. Oh, damn, the phone fell. Hold on, I'm coming. Trying to get my little gator clip on. Okay, gator clips on. You can see everything from here. Zoom in one time. Okay. So if I hold it steady, right, yeah. Which one's the fuel pump? Start. Here we go. After looking back at the footage again, all the injectors seem to be firing, or at least spraying, and they all look pretty even for the most part. I don't see anything noticeably off, so. Making it up top. Hooked everything back up, saw I had sparks, I had fuel, everything's good. I'm gonna try one more time. We're gonna data log and see. So this comes up, we're gonna see what cylinders again are misfiring. Now we're talking. Still those 2 cylinders. I don't know about everybody else, but these things are the worst. You can get lucky sometimes like that and pull them off and they don't break. But 9 times out of 10, you're not lucky. Just like that. Click. Just as simple as that. I literally just put too much pressure on it. Alright, we're back at it. I've got torque converter bolts out. All the housing bolts but like the top 3 ounce manifolds are unbolted from the exhaust. So I can unhook them from the actual motor now, and then 6 motor mount bolts, and she's ready to come up out. Screwdriver in. I'll look in there, make sure I ain't missing something. Bracket. I'll loosen it up. I never took it out. This is a very awkward position. There she go. Dump all that's going on, man. Engine is out. I went ahead and pulled converter. Had a small converter, but I looked inside and it's got some like scoring on the inside. The 60 it was in didn't have a good life anyways. Had a rough one. We stopped over while I was check out the truck, and we made a list of parts that he needed ordered to get this thing rolling in one of those trucks. Basically mounts, fuel system, turbos, manifold, all the hard parts. You know, I can weave, you know, I can weave the fucking oil feed and return lines around stuff. I can, you know, the harness, shit like that. I just need I need to be able to sit it in there physically and make sure I don't have any other clearance issues for stuff. This motor's going in there today. Got the tranny, turbo 400 unbolted from my 5.3. I just set the other motor over there together, just out of the way for the time being. So I should be able to put this thing in and at least fire it up with manifold. Sparko's hunting down Talon. So we got my motor shoved in here just kind of quick and in a hurry because I got this thing outside. The bad thing is we shoved this thing in, bolted it, started to bolt it up, and realized I had the spacer and flex plate set up for the Turbo 400. So pull it back out, put my flex plate on it. The oil return line's in a spot. We'll see, because that's the only downfall to that spot. It's right underneath the AC compressor, but I notched the compressor bracket itself right here to clear it, to have a little room. So I should be able to still come out. I might have to do a bigger hose or a longer hose. Let's try this one more time now that the ground's fixed. Okay, Google, pause. We don't Hoosier. So got some puppy action today, huh? Wanna say hi? Say hello. Hello. So did your nuts. I built a mess. For the time being, I'm just making this work. I made my own little fuel injector cleaner / tester. Just something I can make sure it's at least spraying. And it's not stuck or not clogged or not just trickling out or whatever. I had an old line that was cut, returnless rail, so I got it clipped on, hooked into just an old Ford pump that you can buy for like $20 some. And then I took injector clips and wired it up to the battery. It's leaking. I ain't even turned it on. The injector's stuck. So that one's no bueno. Those 4 right there work fine. Don't mind the wiring mess here. I'll get a cleaned up version of this eventually one day. But for the time being, it's just a do it at home by yourself type. Pump on. Sprays pretty good. I mean, so far I just got one injector I'm gonna have to swap out. I've got a bucket full of injectors and clips. Hoosier hiding like, I ain't playing with that shit. Dad, I'm gonna sit by this heater. I'm just gonna decap these and stick them in the truck so I don't have to with nothing. It'll be easier. I ain't gotta cut and wire and then I know these injectors are good also. Because right now, it's still got the factory clips, which is these clips right here. And I'm not trying to have to rewire and cut all the injectors. I'm just trying to get this thing to fire up and move around. So I'm gonna put these injectors in it once I get a full set that are good. I got the 2-bar map sensor up there. I'm gonna flash a tune in it. You know, because it's got big ass beat cam right now, man. Not no more decorate cam. No, I'm not my down no hoo. I'm going to finish testing these right here. I'm gonna test. I got 2 more to test and see what they're like. It's New Year's Eve. I am out here, and it is. The computer says almost 11. I'm going to go inside for a minute, spend some time with the old lady. I took a 1-bar map sensor that was over there off of another intake manifold, put it on, took the mass airflow, and just stuck it in between the coupler and the throttle body. Plugged it in so the intake air temp sensor will work. Kind of just been messing with the idle fueling a little bit. Have just been playing with the idle spark tables, the over-under. She didn't like it. She kind of come down real low there for a second. Didn't like that at all. I'm gonna come in at RPM real quick. Everybody seems to like the most. Just shut off, kind of. See, it'll start back up. Alright, I'm gonna shut it off and check some shit. I'm gonna save a file. I'm gonna go look, make sure I haven't melted something on it, because the mass airflow is really close to the fucking close to the exhaust. I don't want the motherfucker to melt. Be my luck. No, that has not melted. Has not melted. Still looking good. A little bit of heat in here. Motor's not really hot yet. I gotta find a better way to route these plug wires though. I'm gonna try that 2-bar map sensor again tomorrow. I think it's junk. I think I just bought a cheap one off of fucking Rock Auto, or no, that was Rock Auto. This one was Amazon. And I should have known better. I should have known. I figured to at least be somewhat decent. You know, it's just a 2-bar GTP sensor. This is a 3-bar supposedly. We'll plug it in, wire it up, flash it tomorrow, see what it does. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. For now, it is drivable. I can fire this thing up. I'll back it out the garage. The Subaru comes in tomorrow. Oh, laptop. Oh, fucking piss. Some bullshit happened earlier. Was rewired the 3-bar over there. I was gonna pull the truck out, pull the Subaru in and start working on it. Just wired up the 3-bar real quick. Went to do a right and tire. And opened the door, hopped out, not thinking, come back, it had timed out. And it did it the other day when I was just writing normal. Then I bricked the computer. So the computer's trash. I dug out all my other spare computers, went to buy 2 credits, and somehow I accidentally hit 2 Ford credits, which does no fucking good for me. So I contacted support, see what they can do for me, if they can get me 2 GM credits instead.